Hey Siri, is the new iPhone XS Max the best phone ever?
Everything you need to know about Apple products is on Apple's website.
I don't want to go to their website. Instead, I'll do my own review. Hello guys, Subhash here from SR Tech Space. We just started a YouTube channel based on tech stuffs like phones, computers and laptops. We will try to post more videos as time goes. Enough about the channel introduction. Today I would like to talk about Apple's latest iPhone. I've been using this phone for the past 2 months and I think I'm ready to share with you guys my experience on using this phone. So let's jump right in. First of all, let's talk about the performance. Apple packed their latest iPhone XS Max with A12 Bionic chip with 4GB of RAM. Although the RAM seems to be lesser compared to the Galaxies and the Huawei's and the OnePlus, it is still very good in doing some daily tasks. In one instance, I forgot to close my app before I go to sleep. The next day I woke up, I saw the app was in my multitasking screen. I thought the app will respring, but when I went in and opened my app, the app was just as I closed my app. The Geekbench score on this phone is absolutely phenomenal. This phone feels very fluid and fast. But at some point, when I use my phone for a certain period of time, the phone starts to lag a bit. As you see here from my WhatsApp, when I click the send button, it lags for a millisecond and then it sends. I'm not sure whether it is because of software optimization problem or is it because I have less storage on my phone. Let me know in the comments below if you have faced the same problem as me. Okay, the camera on this phone is absolutely superb. It is by far one of the best smartphone cameras you can get in the market right now. While the camera bump is noticeable, if you lay it on a flat surface, it jiggles. You can easily overcome this problem by using a case. But I would prefer Apple to increase the phone thickness just to overcome this problem. Anyways, the portrait shot on this phone is good. Just good. It can detect human perfectly, but when it comes to object, the edge detection is not perfect at all. The front selfie camera is great. The pictures are crisp, the colors are vibrant, and yeah, there is a thing called front selfie portrait. It is awful for me. It doesn't even detect edges to blur off perfectly. Every time I take a front selfie portrait, my hair and my ears will get blurred off extremely. Well, we can't complain much since the phone isn't primarily made for camera, unlike the Google Pixel 3 XL. The video recording on this phone is for me the best video recording you can get on a smartphone. It is not good as some DSLRs like Canons and Nikons. Well, it still does the job perfectly. I have some of my friends who are not tech enthusiasts ask me whether is this video recording is recorded on a DSLR or not. It records up to 4K at 60 frames per second, which most of the DSLR couldn't do actually. Almost DSLR quality, but it is still not up to the DSLR level, guys. But trust me, smartphone manufacturers are getting there rapidly and will soon overtake DSLR. Well, that's my conspiracy. My only downside of this camera, it's 2019 and Apple still doesn't let us change the video quality on the camera app itself. It is so frustrating that every time we want to change the video resolution, we have to go to settings, then navigate to camera, and then we have to change it there. Okay, moving on, Face ID. Apple said Face ID on iPhone XS Max is faster than iPhone X. I seem to agree with that statement. I used an iPhone X before switching to iPhone XS Max, and I feel it's a tad bit faster compared to the previous generation. Whether it's this second generation Face ID like the iPad Pro, I don't think so, because we still can't be able to unlock our phone in landscape mode. Whether it is second generation or first generation, Face ID works well almost every time. I didn't have any problems unlocking this phone in Face ID on a pitch black room. The minus thing about Face ID is that you can only unlock the phone by looking at the screen. Well, sometimes you just want your phone to be unlocked before you're pulling out from your pocket, and that's where I miss my Touch ID actually. It's a small minus, but it's really noticeable for me. And a fun fact, I was testing the infrared ray of the Face ID module with my house infrared CCTV camera, I was blown away with how bright the light is flashing in our face, and the fact that we can't see the light is just pretty amazing actually. Weird flex, but okay. Okay, let's talk about the battery after using it for 60 days. The phone packed with 3174 mAh battery, by far the largest in any other iPhone. And the battery life is decent. I can go one whole day without charging after heavy usage. The battery health on this phone after using it for 2 months, it's still at 100%. I generally unplug my phone right before I go to work around 12 o'clock in the afternoon with 100% fully charged. And I'll be back from work around 2 o'clock in the morning with 15 to 20% of battery percentage. Since it supports Qi wireless charging, I'll use my Qi charger mostly to charge my phone. I'll get back home and place the phone in the Qi wireless charging stand right beside my laptop. And whenever I get a notification on my phone, I will just glance at my phone, it unlocks, and I'll start to navigate while it's charging. I bought this charger for 15 Singapore dollar. And guys, I have to tell you, I'm not sponsoring this brand. In fact, I don't even know what brand this Qi charger is. And I'm not a big fan of the wireless charging pad just because of the limited usage while it's charging. Finally, let's talk about the user experience of this iPhone. After 2 months of using this phone, I got used to gesture control. In fact, after using gesture-based iPhone, I picked up my friend's iPhone 6 and I was literally swiping up to close the app. iOS 12 has been superb on my iPhone XS Max. In fact, it vastly improved my phone performance compared to the previous buggy iOS 11. And another thing, this has been highlighted by the big YouTubers throughout the tech communities previously, and I just want to reiterate, Apple, please give us dark mode. It is way overdue, and the results shown that dark mode vastly improves our battery life. It is kind of foolish to see that Apple made the lock screen toggle not customizable. Like you 3D touch the camera toggle to access the camera, and you can also swipe left to access camera. I feel making it not customizable, it's purely a waste of space for me. Let me know down below on what else Apple can improve on usability. The iPhone XS Max. After 60 days of using, the phone has a great combination between premium build quality, great battery life, and a great camera. Let's talk about the price actually. The entry-level iPhone XS in 64GB version in Singapore cost 1,649 Singapore dollar, and it goes up to 2,349 Singapore dollar. And we don't have an iPhone upgrade program like how the US does. Do you think people in my region would buy this phone with this amount of ridiculous price? I don't think so. There is a report saying that Apple slashed the latest iPhone price by $100 in Japan. Don't get me wrong, it is a great phone and it's also slightly overpriced. But sadly, the overprice has overshadowed a great phone. That's my 2 cents. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our content, and please subscribe and leave your thoughts and comments down below. Till the next video, see you guys. Bye bye.